friend, and welcome back. My name is Hannah, and today I have a weekly release makeup video for you. I'm not wearing anything on my face right now, but I will be filming a look after this video that should be live next week. But of course, anything that I list in this video, any source that I use, I always have links down below for you guys. I guess let's just talk about me not wearing makeup right now. I have today off because it is a federal holiday in my country, and I don't know, so I don't have to go to work, which is really nice. It's pretty early in the morning right now, and we just had a time change. I'm just really excited because that means I get to get a lot more done. You might hear my laundry going right now, and I think I have my dishwasher going too. I just want to get all my chores out of the way because I just want to play Animal Crossing. But I want to film as many videos as I can today while I can and still edit them and have them up. I don't know. I really enjoy making content, and it's hard when I have a normal like 9 to 5 in the morning and then I come home and I only have X amount of hours in the day to kind of catch up on things that I want to do. And I have a lot of hobbies and activities that I like, so I don't know, it's just time management is what I'm really learning from this right now. But I don't know, I thought I could have done my makeup video first and then filmed this, but I don't know, I kind of like the not wearing makeup for these videos, and it's just a very intimate, here's my thoughts and opinions on some new makeup releases, and I hope you enjoy. I don't know, I enjoy them. I think this is the most like authentic version of myself that I can give you guys, and I'm enjoying my morning cup of coffee. I do want to talk about not having a video yesterday, only because, okay, I was really ready to film the videos that I was going to film today, yesterday. But when I got home yesterday, I was helping my partner with some stuff on the car, which didn't take particularly long. But because we had the garage door open, one of the stray cats on my street came into the garage, and I was so happy. Like, I currently do not have a pet right now. We might get a dog in the summer. I don't know. But I really love animals, and I love this cat. This cat will sometimes periodically come by the front door, and I will feed them sometimes, and they'll just let me pet them and love on them. We've named him Ronald, but Ronald has like a calico girlfriend, and last night they even had their little son. I call him Ronald Jr. because where Ronald is black and white, his son is like the reverse of that. And there's also this like gray kitty that we had never seen before, so I spent a lot of time just trying to feed and befriend these cats. Ronald will let me pet him, but the other cats, like, they'll roll around in front of me and get like fairly close, but not quite close enough where I can reach out and pet them. So we're still building a friendship. That's what I do out here in the desert, I guess, is just to befriend the feral cats on my street. So that's kind of what I was up to yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm easily distracted, but let me scoot over so I will always have pictures posted. But let's start with the first item, and Manny MUA, who runs Lunar Beauty, I always call it Manny MUA's makeup, but the makeup has a brand name. It's Lunar Beauty, just released their holiday collection. There's a brush set, a contour palette, and some lip products. It's interesting. I like how Manny releases his makeup because he'll do a video, but the video will go live as soon as the products are live. And you can tell that he very much appreciates and respects his indie brand like level. I get, like, what am I trying to say? He knows that he's not something huge and major like ABH or even another brand like Jeffree Star or Jacqueline Cosmetics, things like that. But he knows that there's like a group of people that really appreciate his makeup. So when he's talking about it, it's not just, here, I'm selling you these items. He's playing with these products. You're seeing him use the products, and just the way that he talks about how it kind of came into fruition, I think is really nice. As someone who enjoys makeup and video games, I guess he gives you a good lore video for the products. That's what I'm trying to say. Manny MUA, it gives you the lore videos. This, I how do I phrase this? I contour for cosplay. I don't contour for my day-to-day makeup, but I mean, this is a really interesting palette because it has the like neutral shades on the outside, and I mean, I feel like this could cover a wide variety of people, like beyond the 4 standard shades that like a really wimpy collection would have. But there's these 2 shades in the middle where it's like a lighter shade and a darker shade, and you can add those and blend those to the other shades to build up a color. So not only can you do like costume makeup with this, you can do really beautiful photography makeup with this. Like this item I think can transcend the boundary of like what makeup artists would want and then what the casual beauty consumer would need. And I think it's really cool because you see things like this, right? Like Wayne Goss and Makeup by Mario, these are makeup artists, so a lot of their products that they release are for people who are on camera or want that kind of makeup done. I don't think that they're going for like the trends of the internet, but Manny MUA falls in like this really nice balance because he himself is someone that does makeup on the internet, but he also understands that like there's a whole plethora of things you can do with beauty, and what you see on camera isn't what's gonna be always what it looks like out in daylight. So I think this is really cool. I might pick it up. I know he was talking about the packaging and how he really loves the packaging. It reminds me of, you've ever watched Bear in the Big Blue House and the moon, her name I believe is literally Luna. It looks like that, and I don't know if that was like the intention that he had, but it was pretty interesting. And he has these lip products. I believe one is a gloss, one's a clear gloss, one is a liquid lipstick. Are the other 2 glosses? They look like glosses. These all look really pretty. From my understanding, that Perfection lipstick is like Manny's true like nude shade, but it looks really pretty. Like, I don't know, I think my lips are just a little bit more, I don't want to say pinky leaning, they're just like a shade or 2 darker than that, but even that is a really beautiful shade. If you're someone that's gonna be cosplaying like a JoJo or like a Griffith or something, that's a beautiful shade to have. And then there's the brush set. He says that he's been clocked by using some of these brushes on camera. I haven't used any of the Lunar Beauty brushes. I think they look pretty. They might be the kind of brushes that I would enjoy because they look like flimsy yet dense, but I don't know if I'm really in a rush to pick up anything. I might get the lipstick and the face palette if there's like a sale or something. I don't know if I'm like in the market to like purchase it right now, but I could see that being something that I would like to have for my cosplay collection. Okay, so there's a new makeup brand being released from a Chiara Ferragni. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know who this woman is. There's an eyeshadow palette, a blush, a mascara, and some lip shades, and I mean, it looks pretty. This doesn't call to me. I don't know, and I don't know who she is. Best of luck to her and her products. I mean, the palette looks interesting. There's some pops of colors, but it looks like a standard neutral palette. I don't know, it's giving me very like 2012 Tarte vibes, but I don't know, it looks pretty, but I don't really have much more to say on that. It hasn't dropped yet. It should be coming soon to her website, ? And other Europe retailers. I don't know, I think it's pretty, but again, I don't know who that is. Okay, wow, my favorite, Revolution Pro is releasing a Marilyn Monroe collection, and it seems like there's an eyeshadow palette, an eyeshadow quad, a lipstick, a highlighter, a makeup bag, a mirror, and mascara. very iconic to Marilyn's look, I guess. But I don't know, I feel like Marilyn Monroe is like an interesting character that people make products for, because I believe she's also one of those people who was very well aware of who she was as like a Hollywood starlet, like what she did on camera, but that might not have been like how she lived her day-to-day life. I don't know, like I think it's pretty. Will I purchase it? No, because the Revolution brand, I'm still mad about the Nyx Collection, so I'm not going to. But I think if you were a Marilyn fan, I think this is really pretty. Didn't Besame Cosmetics have like a Marilyn collection? Oh, speaking of Besame Cosmetics, they just dropped their new little like compact collection. They've been doing one for every princess, and this one is for Moana. I like that the art for each princess has been different. Like the one for Tangled just had like the sun in it, which was pretty. And then the Tiana one had like colors that kind of represented Tiana like on the front of the packaging. And then this one is like speaks to Moana and that like Hawaiian Samoan kind of like culture, because they would do like inking on like the rice paper. That looked really cool. So this is like the what you're getting, and it looks really pretty. These sell out pretty fast, and I could care less about Disney stuff, even more so like princess stuff. But I mean, it's cute. I think as far as like the I don't know, I feel like the Disney collabs could either be something really thoughtful like this Besame collection, or like the Colourpop A Nightmare Before Christmas collection, where they might be trying something a little bit new, a little bit different with these franchises, but still holding true to like what their main demographic is. And then you just get like the random stuff that like you would get at like Revolution Pro and whatever, like those princess palettes that are like a face and eye like book, and there's all like that. So crazy. I don't know. I think it's really cool to see something at least a little bit more thoughtful. Speaking of Disney, there's a new addition to the Colourpop Mandalorian collection. I believe the original palette was like the child palette, the Baby Yoda. He has a name, I know, but please forgive me. I think it's cute. There's like the palette, like okay, that little handheld mirror is really adorable. The little pouch is cute. The new addition to this collection is actually the Mandalorian. So his palette, which has the grays and the yellow, which I think are really cute. Look, if I'm gonna buy any Mandalorian makeup from Colourpop, I'm not gonna buy the Mandalorian set. I want the Boba Fett set. I want Colourpop. Make a collection that's just all the bounty hunters with like Bossk and IG-88, and like, oh, how cute would that be? Bossk is like my favorite lizard of all time. IG-88, or I guess like a model that was similar to IG-88, was in the Mandalorian in like one of the first few episodes. I think he's like the robot that like he has to blow up to even get to the child. It's very early on. So I was just excited to see maybe other bounty hunters, because we know Boba Fett gets eaten up by the sandworm, but not all the bounty hunters did. So whatever happened to them, and I don't know, Disney changes all the canon all the time, and they had these really great bounty hunter novel series that I think got like retconned. So I don't know, Disney, what are you doing with the bounty hunters? You can't just erase Boba Fett and replace him with this generic Mandalorian guy. End rant. But it's cute. There's like 2 glosses that come with it. I like that they have the Mandalorian holding the little baby. I think that's cute. I'm not gonna pick this up. I'm not like die hard, I need to have this, and I think my love for Star Wars has kind of died over the years, just with all the Disney that I've been exposed to and the actual films coming out. But I think it's pretty cute for what it is. If you were interested, I think you should pick it up, because that child palette looks really pretty. So if you were someone that kind of likes to play with like those cooler tones, and I think both of them go hand in hand. Okay, so we have a new Nyx collection, which is a collab with a Netflix series, La Casa del Papel Money Heist. I obviously don't watch that. I saw this picture and I thought, oh, are we doing a V for Vendetta thing? It wasn't that, which I'm a little, I don't know, is it too late to do V for Vendetta makeup collabs, or like has Anonymous like really screwed up any potential of using that face on anything? I'm really sad thinking about that. That's such a good movie. Anyway, okay, going back to the NYX collection. The handheld mirror looks, again, these mirrors are getting fun because I like the theming with that. If that was like the face that the Anonymous kids use, I could see that selling out almost instantly. The highlighters in the shape of like a money brick, like a gold brick. There's a huge face, like there's a huge eyeshadow palette. And then there's a 9-shade palette. There's some lip products, there's some eyeliners, there's some colored eyeliners and a brush. And I mean, these are cute, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I would do with such a big palette. I'm not a big palette kind of person. But some of these shades look kind of like repetitive. Like some of these shimmers are gonna look very similar on the lid. A lot of those mattes too. Again, I'm not gonna pick any of this up. I don't watch the show. I don't know what any of it is about. But it's fun to see NYX kind of releasing stuff and kind of trying new things. I feel like they release stuff like back to back to back, and then there's been like nothing. So I don't know. The next item is this new MAC highlight and contour palette. There's only this one set of duo, excuse me, they're only releasing one duo set, and there's the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Double Gleam Sheer Tone Blush in Omega. Oh, maybe they are releasing other shades. Just what they have right now on Trend Mood is just this one. It looks like one of those highlights that are like the perfect, what's the shade I'm looking for? Like healthy kind of glow. I wouldn't say it's like a pearl. It's like cooler than a pearl. It looks more like white leaning than pink leaning. And the bronzer itself looks more gray based, which I don't mind. I would personally use something like that. I think when I like contour, and sometimes if I'm using, it depends, like especially in the cooler months, I'm not really bronzing with a warmer bronzer. I'm using a more cool toned bronzer to just kind of chisel out my face. And I like that. But again, I like the 90s makeup, which is also very cool toned. So that I can see where a lot of people don't like that, but I think this is nice. I like when there's variety. Just because something is released and it's not a shade that you personally would gravitate towards, doesn't mean that there isn't a whole demographic of people that wouldn't just love that. And I don't know, I feel like MAC is one of those brands where here on the internet, no one's really talking about them, but like if you go and talk to your girlfriend at work, or you know, the girls working at like the makeup counters and in the stores and things like that, they're all loving the MAC products. I really love the MAC lipsticks. I think they're like the most slept on, and there's so many shades. I don't know. I think MAC is one of those brands that it's gonna be here for a long time. Sometimes they have collections like the Sims collection, which is absolutely like, well, what the hell were you thinking? And then sometimes they have really fun things like this. So moving on, it seems Ariana Grande has finally revealed her products in her collection. And look, I am like, there's two for her little 6-pan eyeshadow palette is $70. And it seems like a lot of the shades in that palette you can buy as singles. She has a mascara, is it a freckle pen or an eyeliner? It's an eyeliner marker. She has a liquid eyeshadow. She has kohl liners. She's got eyelashes. There seems to be like a lot. She's got bullet lipsticks, lip glosses. The shades are, the shades are very neutral with a pop of color. I know everyone is kind of saying that this collection looks more like sci-fi, but look, as your favorite cyberpunk aesthetic having content creator. I don't know if putting it in silver round packaging means that it's sci-fi. I get more sci-fi vibes from like something like Play-Dohs. Again, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna ever touch anything like this unless I ever make it really, really big and somehow get like PR from them. But that's not because I don't think that these products are not good or couldn't deliver. It's nice to see that it actually looks like a makeup brand, like not just something that she's slapping her name onto, but like something that she is making the executive decision. These are the shades that I want, these are the formulas that I want, these are the shades that I want. Very, very lovely. I think like the Millie Bobby Brown, what's it called, Florence brand, I've never tried anything from that. Nothing that is ever released from that brand ever really calls to me because I'm just not that demographic. And I don't think I am the demographic for Ariana Grande, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't just love her products. Like, I like Game Beauty and their releases call out to me, but I understand not everybody plays video games, so that's not gonna call to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, when Colourpop does Nightmare Before Christmas, it's gonna call to a lot of people, but it's not gonna call to everyone. So I think this is just an example of that. I personally think that it's very pricey for what it is. Even Rare Beauty and the Fenty brand, their prices for their products are realistic to kind of what the beauty environment is. 6 Shade, her little eyeshadow palette, is $70. The new Melt palette that is dropping for holiday is also $70, but it's 20 shades, and we know that the Melt formula can deliver, at least for the holiday sets. I don't know. I know that there's some... Melt can be a whole different video, but you know what I mean. And you can get like the Urban Decay palettes for maybe a similar price point. I don't know. I feel like they're more like $50 for their eyeshadow palettes, but you're still getting more than 6 shades. And I feel like their releases in their Naked series have been better. I know people really hate that Ultraviolet palette, but I think everything since that palette onward has been really, really good. Okay, so this one's pretty fun. This is the new Dominique Cosmetics 6-pan palette. It's $28 with the 6 shades being some mattes, some shimmery finishes, and a pressed glitter. Will be available November 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you use Trend Mood, you can get 10% off. I don't know if this is like their holiday collection or just like a winter collection. It's a neutral palette with like this deep like plummy shade in there, which I think is really nice. The lips are more like a nude leaning shade. One is like a little bit more pink, and the other one I think is a bit more peach leaning. The packaging looks absolutely beautiful. I probably won't buy this because I have enough plummy palettes. I don't need any more, and this wouldn't be the kind of neutral palette that I would purchase. But I think it's very cute. I think Dominique Cosmetics is one of those brands where I haven't purchased anything from them, but I like to see people use it in videos. I think it's just one of those things where they haven't really made anything that calls to me specifically. I'm just kind of waiting for a collection or a shade that would. But very pretty. I like that. Okay, so Tarte released the Bloom collection inspired by the Tartelette in Bloom collection. There's a mascara, a big giant freaking palette, and the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush. It's a soft coral pink. Okay, so there's only one blush. The mascara, it's not a new mascara, it's the Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1, you know, like the very iconic, usually in like the purple packaging, but now it matches what the palette looks like. I mean, I think as far as like a holiday release from Tarte goes, this has been the most Tarte thing that I've seen them release in a long time. Tarte is such a weird brand because I feel like they were originally going for the more like green kind of beauty line, because they would use things like Amazonian clay, and like a lot of the products that they would advertise in their products seemed very natural, very like to the earth, if you will. And then something happened where they released a ocean collection, and then from there everything has just been like, they have like a kids brand, an off brand. I don't know, is it for kids? I wouldn't personally buy it, but it's like unicorns and rainbows and like stars and stuff. I don't know what's going on with Tarte. I used to love their cream blushes, like their stick blushes, like way back in 2012, and I haven't really gotten anything else from Tarte. That is a freaking huge palette. It's so big. And kind of looking at, like, a lot of these shades look very similar. If you're looking for something that's a bit neutral with like some pinky tones, so you can either be really light or really deep, I would just go for the retrograde palette from Natasha Denona. I don't know if you would really need to have that palette and this Tartelette palette, but you might be a fan of the Tartelette series. So if that's you, there you go. Now you have a big giant palette. But would those not just be shades that are repeated from those palettes? Makeup by Mario is releasing some new quads. Very pretty. So, okay, what I'm understanding from these swatches is they're neutral. There's one that's like a bit gold and like, I don't know, is that a black or is that a teal? These are very, very neutral palettes. Since there's 3, I'm assuming it's like a light, medium, dark kind of color range. That's not to say though that if you're in a lighter skin range that you couldn't use this deeper palette. And like I was saying earlier, Makeup by Mario, it's definitely a brand that's inspired by the makeup by a makeup artist, but trying to cater to just the casual makeup consumer who doesn't do makeup on other people other than themselves. Because I can see this quad being something that you could use to kind of like maybe contour your face in some ways. That it could be like a multi-use kind of quad. I personally probably won't pick this up. I don't need something like this, but I'm also someone that likes to play with color and drama, but I don't know, like I know that there's people out there who like their neutral tones, and this might be for them. I don't know. So Jouer just dropped a 6-pan palette for $25. It's very neutral. They have some lip toppers. There's a rose gold and a skinny dip shade. The skinny dip shade is a golden nude, while the rose gold is obviously a rose gold. Those are $20 each. You can get the whole kit for $55. This isn't for me at all. I feel like these shades look very similar to what I just saw in the Makeup by Mario. Like, are we just in the, is that the thing, do you do neutrals all winter? Is that what I'm getting? I mean, what do I say? These are pretty. I like to look at them. Maybe, I don't know. I just find it a little bit boring. Okay, this next palette is fun. This is very much more my speed. This is from the Monroe. Is that how that's pronounced? Don't judge me, or judge me, I don't know. Let me know down below how many things have I said wrong in this video. But it's a green palette. It's their Poison Ivy palette. And boy, oh boy, does this look really, really awesome. So, okay, there's 14 different shades. This is $39. Available November 12th on their website. So the day that I'm posting this, it's live, baby. Go pick it up. This is so pretty. Okay, there's a light shimmer, there's a light blue shimmer, and then like this blue matte in there, but then like this deep like purple navy kind of shade and these pops of greens. I really like this. And looking at the swatches for this palette, this Poison Ivy palette, it kind of looks similar to that Melt one, and for $39, maybe I would rather have this. I don't know. It looks really good though. Okay, so let me talk about these Snoopy brushes because this is, I feel like, my time to shine. In Japan, they have a lot of convenience stores. Similar to like how in America, we have like a Big Lots, a Dollar General. We have Daisos here, they have Daisos there because it is a Japanese store. But stores that sell things at a super affordable price. Different from like a Walmart and a Target, because you could find things in these other stores for like $1, or something that was like $60 at Target, like a furniture piece you could find for $20, you know, over at these more cheaper like convenience stores. And so that's the kind of store that these brushes are coming out of. I believe that the Kabuki brush with Snoopy's face is actually the most expensive, where that one is like $13. And then the heart-shaped blush, or the heart-shaped blush brush is, I believe that's like $4. This flatter brush with Woodstock on it, I believe is like, I'm familiar with this HKDS store because I've tried to order things from them multiple times and they've sent to me lots of emails saying they don't ship to America. You can use those websites where you can have like a Japanese shopper buy your products and then they ship it over to you. Here's the downside with this, because I've already seen these brushes on like sites like eBay going for like $80. These are super cheap brushes. Like these are really, really affordable. That would be like spending like NARS brush money for something from Colourpop. Like, and the brand itself that is doing these collections for these makeup brushes, they're actually more well known for their art brushes. And their art brushes are actually super expensive because they're super high quality. Their makeup brushes are a little bit different because they're just like the cheaper like synthetic brush. I might pick these up because me and my girlfriend are really big like into Snoopy, and these are just so cute, and I shop from Japan all the time as the kind of weeb that I am. But I'm just gonna let you know, I think it's so funny that this is on Trend Mood. I'm just gonna let you know right now, if you don't know how to shop from Japan, you're gonna end up spending a lot of money on these brushes that you shouldn't. For $80, please just go buy the Melt eyeshadow palette. You don't actually need to buy this cheap brush. Okay, so Colourpop just released their Holiday 2021 collection, and it's called the Roaring Hearts. There's an eyeshadow palette, there's some graphic ink liner, there's lashes, there's Super Shock duos, and there's a luster dust, and the lip lacquers. Looking at all of these names, they're very much inspired by like the Roaring 20s, which is funny that we didn't get this in 2020. I don't know why we're getting it in 2021, but I'll let it go. It kind of reminds me very much of like Great Gatsby, because a lot of the names are like Party Crush, Hard to Be You, Love Fool, Fancy Feathers, Oh That Jazz, On the Ritz, Sidecar. Yeah. I think this is cute. It's a very neutral palette. The shape of the palette is interesting because I think it's like the larger pans, like in the Plush Like Me palette. So it makes me wonder if you could like use these for blush, maybe even for highlight. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if I would pick this up per se, but I think it's really cute. And I don't know, Colourpop's formula lately has been really nice. So if you are a neutral lover, or you really love the Great Gatsby, or you really just like glitter and shimmer and literally all that jazz, this might be the collection for you. And so I think that's it for this week's releases. I hope this video wasn't that long. Let me know, are you interested in anything that has come out this week? I feel like everything was just super kind of like neutral with some pops of color. I guess that's kind of like the trend of like the beauty industry. But just let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.